Okay, bear with me. This is a tricky topic, but I am going to plunge as usual. This is about God and football games. And just for the record, I believe in God with all my heart and soul. I grew up in the Methodist Church in Oklahoma City, and I attend a Methodist church out here in Los Angeles. I do regularly pray to God, pray for forgiveness, for strength, for direction. I'm flawed, I'm human, but I regularly ask God to use me for His good. I share this only to say that I'm not some atheist taking shots at Christians here. So here we go. The other night, I watched SMU stage a miraculous rally to tie that game. Then Clemson, I watched pull off an even more miraculous rally in the final 16 seconds with a long kickoff return and a 56-yard field goal to win the ACC championship game. Way to go, Clemson. And I watched Clemson coach Dabo Swinney and quarterback Cade Klubnik on live TV talk about God's plan for them winning that game. Believing in Jesus, walking with Jesus, trusting in Jesus. And once again, I'm sitting there thinking, man, I'm not sure God decides football games. Just not sure of that. Now, I've thought about this a lot over the years. I'm just not sure about it. I definitely believe God works in mysterious ways, but did God decide that Dabo and Cade Klubnik were just going to win this game no matter what SMU did? Maybe. Hard for me to believe. Now, please understand, I do applaud Dabo and Cade for glorifying God, thanking God, for just sharing their faith on national TV very publicly, even though I'm sure a whole lot of non-believers out there were annoyed, even alienated to the point that they reached for the remote. But here's the question I've always asked myself when I hear athletes say, God made this victory possible. Are they suggesting nobody on the other team believes in God? Did Clemson pray longer and harder than SMU did before the game? Have Dabo and Cade been more faithful to the Lord than anyone associated with SMU football? Will God always favor the team that worships Him more? Man, I covered 3 Cowboys Super Bowl championship teams in the 1990s that featured way more hellraisers than God guys. But I don't know. Maybe a couple of Cowboys on those teams prayed harder during Super Bowl week than any single player on the Bills or the Steelers. So, for the record, as God will attest, I have never once in my life prayed to win a game I was playing in or rooting for. Not once. I prayed only for the strength and the peace to play as well as I am capable of playing. And by the way, for the record, not once have I ever prayed for my Dallas Cowboys to win or any Cowboy to play great in any big game. I do believe in what Tim Tebow once told me, that he prayed before every game, and that was to be given the strength to handle winning or losing. Just the strength to handle it, whatever it was. Bingo. Love that. Now, obviously, some of us are born with more athletic ability and sheer size than others, and some of us are born with more heart, guts, desire, dedication. And those of us born that way figure out ways to overcome superior size and strength and talent, and prayer power can certainly help that. And I'll also give you this. If you truly believe it's God's plan for you to win, whether it is or not, whether that's true or not, that can certainly give you an advantage psychologically. So maybe that's what happened with Clemson Saturday night. Maybe the head coach and the quarterback made everyone in their locker room supremely believe that Syracuse rallying to knock off Miami, knocked them out of the championship game and Clemson right back into it, was God's plan. And that no matter how many plays SMU made, God would see to it that Clemson made one more play. Who knows? Maybe SMU actually has more true believers in God than Clemson does. Maybe SMU players actually prayed longer and harder than Clemson's, but that Clemson players actually believed God was on their side, which gave them a supreme but irrational confidence with 16 seconds left. I don't know. It's just hard for me to believe God decides football games. But trust me on this. I do not doubt the power of the Almighty, sometimes mysterious power. Sometimes I look back on tough times I've battled through that led to something good. I've been blessed. And I sit back and I think, oh, that's why that happened. Thank you, God. So for me, in the end, the ultimate answer to whether God decides football games is God only knows.